Jesus, we're here to alleviate that.
You can't take life so goddamn seriously, honey.
Oh, no, it's the beginning of the end, man.
Say what you want, do what you want, be what you want.
And it's always the same.
I mean, rock and roll is ridiculous.
Bigfoot and a bottle of beer. So it just really doesn't blow my skirt up like it used to.
The dogs to the garbage, girls over the
I need lives. I need lives from the master. Master, what master?
Master, come.
So this is a spot, huh, for recording Bone Machine?
Yeah.
Was all this, you just bring all this stuff in yourself?
Not all on one day. I mean, it's like accumulated over the years. But yeah, that's where we recorded. So.
These, is this what you call the conundrum behind your head?
It's a little like a torture device.
Does a bit.
It's, you know, it does various things, but you know, it's not that surprising. It's really just, you know. Yeah. It's just a rattling. Configuration of metal. If you find a good room, the room is kind of an instrument itself. It's kind of, it's what you don't play that gives it a bony quality, not what you do play. So.
Is there any actually bones on it?
No actual bones. Sorry. Oh yes, there were bones. There were actual bones. There's a cemetery right over here, and I have a little shovel in the corner, and I go out every night. And no, it's just, these are some things I like to hear. The basic elements of music, really. Wood, metal, glass, skin.
And feel.
Yeah, how you put it all together.
I know karate, voodoo too. I'm gonna make myself available to you. I don't need no makeup, I got a scar, I got hair on my chest. I look good without a shirt, well I don't lose my composure in a high-speed jet. Well, my friends think I'm ugly, I got a mask in the face.
You did a duet with Keith Richards on this record called Feel, and you've worked with him in the past. You two have a lot in common, don't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's great. He's made out of, you know, mud and blood and bone, you know, and hair. He's really natural musician. It's just music really follows him around. You know, his arms are like a fisherman. You know, physically very strong, and really, you know, he can go up like 20 flights of stairs like that, and just boom, boom, and he's gone. You know? Rain dogs. Those are the ones you see wander around after rain. The ones that can't find a way back home. See the rain, it washes off the scent off all the mailboxes, lampposts, fire hydrants. Rain dogs. For I am a rain dog too.
How much did the fact that this place is a chicken ranch have to do with you choosing to record here?
For some reason, yeah, chickens have been part of my life. When I was a kid, I had a chicken claw on a tether around my neck for a whole summer. It was my amulet when I was about 7 years old. And for some reason, yeah, you find little themes in your life. Chickens seem to be one of mine.
Dogs are one of yours, too. They figure prominently a lot.
I can't have a dog because I am a dog. So we already have a dog at our home. But yeah, dogs show up a lot in the songs. You know, you find things that you like to put in songs. Everybody has certain material they feel like they can use.
Televisions. You used to spend a lot of time moving around city to city, living in the back of cars and stuff. You seem to have really put down some roots these days.
No longer living in a vehicle. Well, the thing about living in a small town is like you see people that are really trapped in it. You know, it's one thing when you've been to a lot of places. I've been to, you know, Japan and Australia, and you know, you go. A small town is not a prison if you've seen the world. If you haven't seen the world, a small town is a crummy little shoebox, and you want to get the hell out of there and never come back. You know? So I can enjoy it more than the people who live here. I think, I don't know. You notice different things if you've been around for a while. A lot of vultures around here. And an inordinate amount of vultures.
I noticed them up there.
Turkey vultures.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes in the morning, you'll see them all lined up, each with their own individual fence post and their wings spread out, drying their feathers in the sun. You know. It's rather dramatic.
To make you nervous?
No.
Not as long as you keep moving?
Comforting.
Have you shifted a little bit in your...
Not consciously.
No.
You know. Been a while since I've had a studio album out, but, you know, hey, you gotta wait till it fills up again, and then, you know.
Do movies and music play off each other? Does one affect the other?
Yeah, sometimes. You see, I believe that all things really aspire to the condition of music, including films and stories, and that if it has music in it, then it has value. I don't think songs try to be films. I think films try to be songs. It's a pure form of expression, and it's a very simple one, and it's one that anyone can do. You don't have to have a lot of gear. You can do it on a drum. Kids write thousands of songs before they learn to talk. everybody has music that they just have to try and get out.
Are you getting out what's actually in your head? Are you close to letting us hear what you hear?
Sometimes, yeah. You know, it always seems to me like that thing at the carnival where a little steam shovel that goes down a big pile of pearls and watches and candy, and you never get the watch, you never get the pearls, you get the little wax candy, if you're lucky. Lately, I've had kind of a burst of ideas, and so it's been a good period for me, musically.
Friend who falls out of a window on New Year's Eve, 12 stories, not a scratch. I mean, his hat blew off. Said the only thing that broke his fall was the fact that he had a little confetti in his hair. I mean, needless to say, this guy didn't go anywhere without a little confetti in his hair. It's Bob Christ, at Bob Christ Chevrolet, out there in Bethlehem, PA. He's the guy with the wild jacket and the hand-painted tie and confetti in his hair.
Hi, Tom Waits. Why don't you tell us a bit about your life at the Tropicana? Now that so many people have... the Tropicana's been getting a lot of exposure lately, it seems. It used to be a out-of-the-way kind of place. What's it like now?
I moved out just before I left town. It got a little too aggravating for me. The place is turning into kind of an amusement park for guitar players. You know, it's lost a little of its old... charm. I moved in there about 5 years ago. Primarily just to kind of hide out there. And what's happened is that the joint has gotten a certain amount of publicity, and subsequently it's kind of defeated my original purpose for being there. So I left, and I now live on Crenshaw Boulevard. No one will ever find me. It's a long street.
When the moon sweeps 7th Avenue, as usual, you lie awake at night. You remember when Loveland is back in town. Oh, now I know why you're drinking. I know you alibi. So don't make up excuses for the tears in your eyes. And you're falling back in love again. Loveland is back in town. When it came down through the grapevine, put your business on the street.
Well, it takes a certain amount of discipline to be a writer. You have to, it requires setting aside time for yourself to write. It's difficult to write on the road because of, it's very time consuming out here, and I don't have a lot of days off. But I managed to, keep a a list of things, you know. I have a pretty good memory for ideas, and I'm working on stuff right now while I'm out here. It's difficult for me, but I'm trying to work on stuff for a new album called it's called Heart Attack and Vine.
When it came down through the grapevine, put your business on the street. How you been hanging out till dawn in some lunchroom somewhere? And you thought you'd gotten over, but that was till you found that is back in town. All the corner boys, they're just troublemakers, and the sailors are all fools. Seems like some things round here never change, but it's always good for business. Guess we'll be seeing you around. The daddy is back in town.
Oh, I don't know that I'm a national hero, you know. I try to keep a low profile, you know, and, you know, success on your own terms is very difficult in this business, I think, you know.
Well, what are your own terms?
You know, all I want is a pig foot and a bottle of beer.
Congratulations, Tom. I understand you got married since the last time we talked.
Yes, it is.
What made you decide to do that? True love?
Mm-hmm.
So how's life on the road? I see you've got your wife with you. I mean, traveling together?
Yes, we are.
And it's fun.
Yeah,
When did this happen? Was this after you got back from New York? Because you went to New York for a while and found it to be quite a jungle.
I lived there for about 4 months, and it's too small.
Oh, really? In what way? Small thinking people, or not
It's just a small town. I mean, Manhattan itself is about the size of Fresno, and just felt a little closed in, so I moved back to Los Angeles, and I went back to work on a film with Francis Coppola, and I've been working on that since.
What's the film about?
It's a love story, takes place in Las Vegas. And,
How many tunes are you doing for it? Are you just exploring the whole thing?
I'm writing about 8 songs and all the additional underscoring as well.
Happy 4th of July, Mo!
Comes up to me in a newsstand. She come down from the sky in a bottle of salad dressing. She got like 2 different kinds of shoes on, a golf shoe and a railroad boot, some gauze wrapped around her neck, and a bag with a dead animal in it, an Eddie Peabody hat. And she said, "Excuse me, sir, is this the place where the clocks are?" I said, "I'm afraid so, man. It's the place where the clocks are."
I don't remember where I come from. Over there at the end of the bar, this fish keep swimming in a jar. I feel a tug on the line. Which end will I be on this time?
Marcel gets more airplay than I do, so I don't really write for the general public. It's usually just for me and my friends.
Well, it's certainly enough to discourage someone. I mean, what's kept you not caring about whether your stuff gets airplay or not?
Well, you know, once a year I go into the studio and make a little noise, and, gotta do something. I don't golf, so I try to stay busy. I mean, it's starting to seem increasingly less important to me somehow than it was when I first started out writing.
Less important to get that kind of response or to get the audiences?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me as much as it did when I was like 21, 22, and I was real insecure, and I wanted some friends, and I wanted to get, it's like, hey, look at me, look what I can do. It's like showing off.
Have other things replaced it, you think?
I'm looking for some possible career alternatives right now. The entertainment business is getting so slow, and it just really doesn't blow my skirt up like it used to.
The dogs dip the garbage pails over last night, and there's always construction work bothering you in the neighborhood, in the neighborhood, in the neighborhood. Well, Friday's the funeral, and Saturday's a bride. He's got a pistol on the register side, and the goddamn delivery trucks, they make too much noise. We don't get our butter delivered no more. The neighborhood, the neighborhood, the neighborhood.
You got a cigarette?
No, actually.
No, I gave it up. It was staining my teeth.
But well, your life has changed a whole lot. I mean, getting married, and now you got, what, 2 kids?
I got 2 kids?
Yes, rumor has it, yeah.
So I better get home.
You didn't bring them?
Jesus. How old are they?
I don't know, I think 2 and 4, I believe, yeah.
God. Where have I been?